What's up, guys? It's your commissioner doing a recap of the first half of the first round games in the playoffs and a slight preview of the second half of the first round of the PPL playoffs. I just want to say right off the bat, I know Goodell and the Rowdies put up a lot of points, but keep in mind they're in the consolation bracket, and I know they're thinking, what if, but you know, every year there's a team that scores a lot of points. And they would probably be the first to say that. I mean, I know Zane knows that. He's admitted that he knows there's always a team that goes off. But all I can say is you guys, won't be buying beer. Lance will, because Lance isn't even filling out an entire roster. What's with that? Dude, Lance, are you like literally volunteering to buy beer? Whatever. All right, so my Isotopes are fortunate to have a 19.3 lead. I was hoping Antonio Brown didn't play that Monday night, but, it was a minor issue from what I heard or read early in the week, so I didn't see how it become major all of a sudden. But he did play, and he got 16.1 points for the experience. Le'Veon Bell played really well, 24.2 points, and Ingram 15.9 points for me. Now, like I said, I have a 19.3 lead. Now, I am not comfortable with that lead whatsoever. In fact, there were 6 times during the regular season that Cody's experience scored 19.4 or more points than my Isotopes. So half the games played this year, Cody got the amount of point spread he needed to come back and beat me coming into this following week, if you can follow that. In fact, he's got some really good matchups. If you look ahead, Tom Brady against the Dolphins on Monday night, it could very well come down to that for Cody and his experience, or he might already win the game by then. But last time Brady played the Dolphins just a couple weeks ago, he scored 28.6 points, and he doesn't have Gronk this week, but honestly, he doesn't need Gronk. He's Tom Brady. So you look at that. You look at Melvin Gordon against the Washington run defense. They've just been atrocious lately. They're ranked 27th against the run against the run. And really, they've just been playing worse and worse every week. Alfred Morris just tore him up on Thursday night. So Gordon should have a big game. Larry Fitzgerald against the 24th ranked pass defense, the Titans. Blaine Gabbert's just been feeding him the ball. I expect Fitz to have another big game. And, of course, Zach Ertz might not play, but even if he doesn't play, I know Cody will pick up somebody sustainable for that. Antonio Brown, you're thinking, well, he's got the Ravens, Tim. The Ravens only held him to only 3.4 points in the first meeting. That's right. That's true. That was in Baltimore, and that was with Jimmy Smith playing for the Ravens. He got hurt last week. So without Jimmy Smith and in Pittsburgh and Sunday night, that is Antonio Brown territory. So I am not comfortable with the 19.3 lead. I honestly think I'll lose still. I mean, I have Gio Bernard starting for me. That is unbelievable. All right, moving along. Bad Boys and Fro. Bad Boys are trailing Fro by 10.7 points. Now again, like the experience, the Bad Boys outscored Fro by 10.8 points or more 6 times this season. So 6 times, half the season, the Bad Boys got what they needed to come back and beat Fro. All right, so you think they're in good hands, right? Like the experience, obviously, they've done it plenty of times. Half the season they did it. They have great matchups. Not the case for the Bad Boys. Peyton Barber's probably the best matchup, and he might not even start because Doug Martin might be back this week. He's got the 29th ranked rushing defense. Peyton Barber does. And you got, Devontae Adams against Cleveland. It's hard to trust anything with Brett Hundley. He's been feeding Devontae Adams the ball. But Cleveland's played pretty well against the pass. And Matt Ryan against the Saints. The Saints' defense has been playing way better than they have in years past. And for Fro, he's got Drew Brees. So Thursday night will say a lot. Well, Matt Ryan at home in that wonderful Mercedes, whatever the heck it's called, stadium, come out and lead or give Darren the boost he needs to, finish strong and come back and win? Or will Drew Brees just say, hey, nice try? But even then, if Darren takes the lead, you look at Fro's players this week. This is exactly what he needs to just seal the deal. He's got LaShawn McCoy against the Indianapolis Colts. So I don't even need to explain how bad the Indianapolis Colts are at anything. They're the 30th ranked rush defense, if you need something. I'm sorry, 28th. But what's worse than that is the 30th ranked rush defense, which are the 49ers, and they are going against the Texans. And Fro has Lamar Miller because he's obsessed with them and trades for him every year. You take that, you take Mike Evans against Detroit, which has been struggling against the pass lately. Come on, Jameis Winston, please do well this week. Personal prayer. And then Keenan Allen, which is, 28.2 points, 23.3 points, 16.5 points. That's what he's done the last 3 weeks. It's at home. I think Fro wins this in a landslide. So I think it'll be Fro and the experience in the championship game. Experience will come back and beat me by probably 5 or 4 points. And Fro will win by, I'll say, 30 points. That's all I have for you guys. Good luck to everybody. I hope the Isotopes continue their dynasty run, but I'm sure everyone else doesn't. So, whatever. See ya.